Beth and I used to work lots of events. We'd go to all kinds of different festivals. One weekend, we'd be in Brooklyn. The next weekend, Seattle, maybe Austin, maybe even California if we were lucky. I remember when we'd work a festival and the second half of Sunday, when everybody was kind of winding it down, I'd look at all these beautiful people that lived in a city that I thought was paradise. And I just thought to myself, they're just slowly winding down their weekend. And tomorrow morning, they're going to start another amazing week living in a fantastic city and probably doing something great. When we first moved here, we were working an event up in Pasadena at the Rose Bowl. Sunday afternoon came around and I started to have that feeling. Look at all these beautiful people, California people, probably doing something great for a living. And tomorrow, they're going to start another work week living in paradise. And I was so envious of them, watching them wind down their Sunday and getting ready to start another amazing week. And then I reminded myself, you idiot, you are one of them. You no longer have to dread going back home because you're already there. Friends, Brickey here, wrapping up what was a very strange and odd week in my life. And unfortunately, I think getting ready to start another one. Last week, I spent my first ever anniversary apart from Beth. We've been married for 18 years, and it was the first time in 18 years that we've ever spent May 12th apart. And because it was such a weird week, I tried to use it as an opportunity to remind myself that, you know, you can't take people in your life for granted. And I think I do a good job of not doing that, but I tried to embrace how it was different and remind myself of like what I have and not what I didn't have on that particular day. And overall, it was a pretty good mental exercise. But at the same time, that also meant that I spent the week completely alone at the house. And man, it's just hard to find certain motivations. Like cooking for yourself is the weirdest thing in the world. At some point, you're just like, what's the point? And I bounce back and forth from being like highly productive to just complete piece of shit. Like it's just one extreme or the other. Like there's nobody telling me like, hey, you've been working all day, you should probably wrap it up. But on the inverse, there's also nobody telling me like, you've officially become a part of the couch, maybe you should get up. And so in many ways, starting this new project and dealing with my leg, it was kind of nice to be able to go in at my own pace. So productivity was up. But if I'm being honest, my mood was pretty inconsistent. I just feel so bad that the other half of me is on the other half of the country dealing with trying to get that popcorn bucket. And I just wish I was there with the family so I could be a part of the popcorn bucket as well. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you gotta go back and watch, I think it was like Tuesday's video, and then you'll understand the popcorn bucket. And by the way, thank you for embracing the popcorn bucket. It's made all this a lot more fun. And last week was also an interesting week in my healing journey. I did get my MRI results, and I did get an appointment with a doctor, but that's not till tomorrow. So I do officially know that I have a tear in my calf muscle and that I messed something else up in my leg. So I do have validation that there are two things that I did to my leg. And the good news is it wasn't crazy severe. And the bad news is that I actually did do something. But once again, trying to have a positive mental attitude, at least now I know, so babying it is well justified. But since I haven't seen a doctor, I don't really know what I should be doing. Is it good to stay active? Is it bad to stay active? So tomorrow I will finally get the verdict, hopefully, and then whatever they say, that's the gospel. And that's what I'm living by, because I don't want this to get worse, but I also don't want to just completely stop my life if I don't have to, because I have a very hard time relaxing and sitting still. And without Beth around, I realized that it's even hard for me to relax because just my brain can't stop thinking about what I want to create next, what I want to make next. So I've started so many episodes of Andor and then had to bail because I was thinking about a work project and had to just instantly pull out my phone or my laptop and take down notes. So she keeps me balanced. So really, only time will tell if I've been smart the last 2 weeks or not. But, you know, the incident happened 2 weeks from getting to see the doctor. 2 weeks is a long time to try to figure out what the right thing to do is. So I try to take a conservative approach, but I just didn't throw in the towel and just become a part of the couch, except for today. Did a lot of couching today, and oh, I needed it. So yeah, it's definitely been a very interesting time to start the vlog. But I think maybe in a bizarre way, all of this is making it work and making it work the way that it was intended to work. Let me explain why I'm thankful that this is happening. I mean, I'm not thankful that it's happening, but I don't think it's the worst timing in the world. I'll explain. So if I would have launched the project during a different time, or if this hadn't happened, things would definitely be different. We'd be doing lots of different things. But I think in a faster pace, I'm finding the rhythm of what this is supposed to be and what people are ultimately going to get from all of this. Because setting out to make a video every day when life isn't grandiose and things aren't going your way, it creates a different kind of challenge. It creates a balance of vulnerability. So there were moments when I was like, do I put it on pause? But the thing that made me push through was instantly when I realized how relatable the content was to so many of you. Like, so much media is geared towards, you know, young people and certain demos. And the beauty of YouTube is you can niche down. You only got 8 minutes and you want to learn how to put a 2x4 in your wall, you can find an 8-minute video that explains how to put a 2x4 in your wall. I don't know why you would want to do that. But what's amazing about what we're doing here is it seems like it's the adventure of one middle-aged person navigating this chapter in their life for a lot of other people that are either in that moment or a little bit down the road from that moment. It feels like we're all in it together. And that was not what I was expecting to find. And so honestly, I don't know if I would have discovered that if I wasn't in this situation. And that alone has given me the idea that this is very, very worth my time, very healthy for me to do. And it seems like a good thing to do for all of my friends that show up and watch and make 10 to 15 minutes for me every day, maybe. So I feel like I have navigated life's challenges, and here comes another week, which is completely out of my control, because as of right now, I can't make any plans for this week whatsoever, and that drives me nuts. I'm hoping the doctor says, keep moving, let's get you into some physical therapy, you're in a good spot, it's not that bad, a couple of weeks, you'll be back into fighting shape. That's what I'm hoping for. But I have to keep in mind that it might be the exact opposite. So therefore, I can't make plans on my assumptions. I have to make plans on what I learn. The pause continues, but I'm possibly close to being out of it. Oh my God. This couple that just came up and talked to me, she was as beautiful as she was drunk. She was very drunk. But if this week has been good for anything, it's been something that I need a little practice in, embracing the unknown. And I feel like I've done a pretty good job of doing that, just living within the day and not getting too ahead of myself, which is crazy for somebody who normally is so planned out and has so many plans. I mean, for example, I was supposed to be in Palm Springs this weekend, and I was supposed to be getting on a plane tomorrow to go to Las Vegas. Like, we were going to do a lot of stuff these first 3 weeks, and instead, we've hung out in Long Beach a lot. It's just going to be what it is, and I'll lean into it, but the best thing is I can lean into it with the self-confidence, knowing that even after a short amount of time, even after just 22 of these episodes, it feels like I have a lot of friends that are in this with me, and I can't tell you how grateful I am for that. That has been an upswing in all this, because at least I'm not doing it alone, doing it with you. And makes it a whole lot more enjoyable. So of course I wanted to go on those trips and I wanted to take you guys on those adventures and mix it up, but I'm not looking at it as like a setback. I'm looking at it as just, you know, taking a different turn, taking a different path, and actually creating the bond between me and the audience way faster than I could have ever imagined. So there is literally always a silver lining if you can just get the clarity to dig around and find it. I've done some digging and I've found it. So it's been a good practice on productivity. So when the goal is to make a different video every day, you just gotta jump in. You don't have time to overthink it. You gotta kind of embrace the moment. And I think that keeps it honest. I think it keeps you creative. And I think it creates a very fun challenge for me, because over on Hey Brickey, everything's so structured. Over here, it's just like, what's the story of the day? Let's go chase it. Let's go record it, and let's go share it. So yeah, this might not have been the version of my life that I had planned on sharing, but it's an honest version of it, and that feels good. It feels like I'm making progress faster than I probably would have if I was just ripping around doing a bunch of dumb stuff and not really being present, but being more showy, you know? And those videos will come, because we can't do this forever. It's been a good adaptation. And so really, when I could be sitting around feeling sorry for myself, I have so much to be grateful for. I was able to walk out on this pier. I'm able to do this. People show up and watch and comment and leave really like heartfelt and sometimes funny comments. Other than how windy it is, I have so much to be thankful for. And by the way, it is so windy that I had to stand right here in this little corner using this to bounce the sunlight off of me, blocking the sun with my head. But yeah, that's why we were in one spot tonight. And so I think if I take that attitude into whatever I learn tomorrow and whatever this week hands me, I really feel like I can't lose. Live my life, follow the story, share the story. It's just as simple as that. And I think I got there a lot faster because of all of these, not setbacks, but I'm looking as push forwards. And so hopefully in this chapter of the Brickey vlog, we'll forever remember the start and the stumble, but how it made us better friends that much faster. I'm glad I came here and did this and got this off my chest. It felt really great. And it just feels good to know how it resonates. So yeah, it's another Sunday night and a long string of over a decade. I don't have to leave. I could stay here forever. I'll see you back here tomorrow. Maybe? Definitely.